Greetings, fellow travelers of the space-time continuum. You've landed on the walking thread, and today we're embarking on a journey through the mind of a true cosmic icon, Stephen Hawking. We're not just talking about black holes and singularities, though those were definitely his jam. We're diving into his predictions about the future of humanity, the universe, and everything in between. Buckle up, because the cosmos, as Hawking saw it, is a wild ride. Now, Hawking wasn't just some fortune teller gazing into a crystal ball. This was a man who wrestled with the fundamental laws of the universe, equations that describe the very fabric of reality. He used that deep understanding to extrapolate, to project forward, and to paint a picture of what might lie ahead. Some of it is exhilarating, some of it is terrifying, but all of it is thought-provoking. Prepare to have your perspective shifted, your assumptions challenged, and your imagination ignited. This isn't just about gazing into the future, it's about understanding the present. Hawking's predictions weren't pulled out of thin air. They were rooted in the science he knew, the trends he observed, and the anxieties he felt about the direction humanity was heading. By exploring his forecasts, we gain a deeper understanding of the forces shaping our world, from the infinitesimal to the infinite. We're talking genetics, artificial intelligence, space travel, and the very nature of reality itself. So join me as we delve into 10 mind-blowing predictions by Stephen Hawking. We'll explore the science behind them, the implications for our future, and the big questions they raise about our place in the cosmos. Whether you're a seasoned science enthusiast or just curious about the universe, there's something here for everyone. Let's get cosmic! Imagine a future where parents can choose their children's traits like options on a car. Taller, faster, smarter, all thanks to the magic of genetic engineering. This isn't science fiction, folks. It's a possibility Stephen Hawking contemplated, and it's a lot more complicated than it sounds. Hawking predicted the emergence of superhumans, individuals enhanced by DNA manipulation. Think about the implications: a new form of evolution, driven not by natural selection, but by human design. Now, the ability to tweak our genes has the potential to eradicate diseases, enhance our physical and mental capabilities, and maybe even extend our lifespans. Sounds pretty utopian, right? But Hawking saw a darker side. He worried about a genetic divide, a world where the enhanced elite leave the rest of humanity in the dust. This isn't just about physical attributes. Imagine a world where intelligence, creativity, even empathy are commodities that can be bought and sold. What happens to equality then? Consider the social and political upheaval this could create. Would the enhanced see themselves as superior, deserving of greater power and privilege? Would the unenhanced resent their augmented counterparts, leading to conflict and unrest? We've seen throughout history how disparities in wealth and power can lead to instability. Now imagine those disparities amplified by biological differences engineered into our very being. It's a recipe for social disruption on a scale we've never seen before. Hawking wasn't necessarily against genetic engineering itself. He understood its potential benefits. But he was deeply concerned about its potential misuse, about the ethical minefield we're stepping into. Who gets to decide which genes are desirable and which are not? Who controls access to these technologies? These are questions we need to grapple with now, before we open Pandora's genetic box. For millennia, humans have gazed up at the stars and dreamed of reaching for them. Stephen Hawking believed that dream would become a reality, not in some distant future, but within the next few centuries. He saw interstellar travel as not just a possibility, but a necessity. Why? Because he understood that our planet is a fragile oasis in a vast and unforgiving cosmos. Earth is our home, our cradle, but it's not immune to cosmic catastrophes. Asteroid impacts, solar flares, even our own self-destructive tendencies. These are all threats that could wipe out humanity in an instant. Hawking believed that our long-term survival depends on becoming a multiplanetary species, on spreading our seeds beyond the confines of Earth. Think about the sheer scale of the challenge. The nearest star system, Alpha Centauri, is over 4 light-years away. That's trillions of miles. Even with advanced propulsion systems, it would take generations to reach another star. We're talking about journeys that span lifetimes, requiring self-sustaining spacecraft capable of supporting entire communities. It's a monumental undertaking, but Hawking believed it was within our reach. He saw the potential for humanity to become a cosmic species, exploring the galaxy, discovering new worlds, and ensuring the survival of our lineage. It's a vision of the future that's both daunting and inspiring. It requires us to push the boundaries of science and engineering, to overcome enormous technical hurdles, and to embrace a new era of exploration and discovery. But the rewards, as Hawking saw them, are immeasurable. Consider Earth, our cosmic cradle, the place where humanity has taken its first steps into the vast universe. It's nurtured us for millennia, providing everything we need to thrive, but like all cradles, it has limits. We're pushing against those boundaries now, with a burgeoning population and a changing climate, straining Earth's resources to their breaking point. Visionaries like Stephen Hawking saw this coming, this inevitable need to leave the nest and seek new horizons. Not out of a lack of love for Earth, but out of a deep understanding of its finite resources and the necessity to ensure our survival. Think about it. Every species that thrives expands. We're no exception. Our growth is a testament to our success, but it also signals the need for new frontiers. Space, the vast cosmic ocean, beckons us with its infinite possibilities and mysteries waiting to be unraveled. We've already dipped our toes into the cosmic waters, setting foot on the moon, a monumental achievement in human history. But the moon, a barren rock, isn't a sustainable long-term solution for humanity's future. We need a new home, a place with the potential for life as we know it, where we can build a future for generations to come. Mars, our rusty neighbor, presents itself as a prime candidate for this monumental endeavor. Though a harsh environment, it holds the promise of water, a key ingredient for life, hidden beneath its surface. Terraforming, a concept straight out of science fiction, might one day transform Mars into a second Earth, a new cradle for humanity. Imagine future generations calling Mars home, growing up under its pink skies and building a new society. But Mars isn't our only option. The universe is vast, and our search for new homes doesn't end there. Exoplanets, planets orbiting other stars, offer a tantalizing array of possibilities, each one a potential new world. Some may be Earth-like, orbiting in the habitable zone of their stars, potentially teeming with life, or at least the potential for it, waiting to be discovered. The Kepler telescope and its successors have revealed thousands of these distant worlds, expanding our understanding of the cosmos. Each discovery fuels the dream of finding another Earth, a new Eden amongst the stars, where humanity can thrive. Traveling to these distant worlds will be a challenge of epic proportions, requiring advancements in propulsion systems far beyond what we currently possess, pushing the boundaries of our technology and imagination. Generation ships, massive vessels carrying entire communities across interstellar distances, might be one solution to this monumental challenge. Suspended animation, another sci-fi staple, could allow travelers to sleep through the centuries-long journeys, awakening in a new world. The challenges are immense, but the potential rewards, the survival of our species, and the continuation of our legacy make it a gamble worth taking. The stars await us, and with them, the promise of new beginnings. Artificial intelligence, AI, is no longer a futuristic fantasy. It's here, now, embedded in our phones, our cars, our homes. It powers our search engines, recommends our movies, and even helps diagnose our illnesses. AI is rapidly transforming our world, and its potential seems limitless. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Hawking recognized the inherent dangers of unchecked AI development. Imagine an AI system designed to optimize traffic flow in a city. It might decide that the most efficient way to achieve its goal is to eliminate all private vehicles, restricting movement to only essential personnel. A seemingly logical solution, but one that infringes on individual freedoms. This is a simple example, but it illustrates the potential for AI to make decisions that, while logically sound, are ethically problematic. Now scale this up to an AI system with control over critical infrastructure, power grids, financial markets, even weapon systems. If such a system were to develop goals misaligned with our own, the consequences could be catastrophic. Hawking wasn't suggesting that AI is inherently evil, but rather that its immense power must be wielded with caution and foresight. We need to develop safeguards, ethical guidelines, and control mechanisms to ensure that AI remains a tool for human betterment, not a threat to our existence. We need to think carefully about the values we embed in our AI systems, ensuring that they align with our own human values. The future of AI is not predetermined. It's up to us to shape it responsibly. We humans are fascinated by the future. We consult horoscopes, read tarot cards, and pore over economic forecasts, all in an attempt to glimpse what lies ahead. But the future, as we all know, is inherently uncertain. Chaos theory tells us that even small changes in initial conditions can lead to vastly different outcomes. A butterfly flaps its wings in Brazil, and a tornado touches down in Texas. The universe is a complex, interconnected web of cause and effect, and predicting the future with any degree of certainty is a daunting task. Hawking, however, believed that predicting the future might be possible, at least in theory. He argued that if we could understand the fundamental laws of physics, the underlying rules that govern the universe, we could, in principle, calculate the future state of any system given its initial conditions. Imagine knowing the precise position and velocity of every particle in the universe. With that information and a sufficiently powerful computer, we could fast forward time and see what unfolds. Of course, in practice, this is impossible. The universe is simply too vast, too complex, and too chaotic for us to ever gather such complete information. Even if we could, the computational power required to process it would be beyond anything we can currently imagine. But the theoretical possibility, the idea that the future is, in principle, deterministic, is a profound one. It suggests that the future is not entirely random, that there are underlying patterns and regularities that govern the unfolding of events. It suggests that even though we can't predict the future with perfect accuracy, we can still gain insights into the likely course of events by understanding the fundamental laws of nature. Imagine the vastness of space, billions of galaxies, each teeming with stars, each star a potential sun to its own system of planets. Many of those stars likely harboring planets, some of which may be in the habitable zone, where life as we know it could potentially thrive. It's a cosmic ocean of possibilities, and the sheer scale makes it statistically improbable that we're alone. But what if we make contact, and what if it doesn't go as planned? Stephen Hawking, a mind that wrestled with the universe's deepest mysteries, pondered this very question. He warned us to be cautious, to consider the potential perils of encountering a technologically superior civilization. We often romanticize alien encounters, picturing benevolent beings eager to share their knowledge. But Hawking, ever the pragmatist, urged us to look at our own history. Consider the age of exploration, when Europeans encountered indigenous populations in the Americas. The consequences were often devastating for the native inhabitants. Disease, displacement, exploitation. These were the hallmarks of first contact on Earth. Now project that onto a cosmic scale. Imagine an alien civilization, millennia ahead of us technologically, arriving on our doorstep. Would they view us as equals or as a resource to be exploited? Hawking argued that the latter scenario was a distinct possibility. We are, after all, a relatively young species, still grappling with our own internal conflicts and struggling to manage our planet's resources. To a more advanced civilization, we might appear as naive and vulnerable as a child playing with fire. Our resources, our planet itself, could be seen as ripe for the taking, and if they possess the technology to traverse interstellar distances, they likely possess the technology to subdue us with ease. This isn't to say that all alien civilizations would be hostile. Perhaps there are benevolent explorers out there, eager to share their knowledge and help us advance. But Hawking's point was that we shouldn't assume the best. We should approach the possibility of alien contact with caution, with a healthy dose of skepticism, and with a deep understanding of our own history. It's a cosmic gamble, and the stakes are incredibly high. The survival of our species could depend on it. So, the next time you look up at the stars, remember Hawking's warning. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and we should be prepared for anything. The potential for both great opportunity and great peril lies in the unknown. As we continue to search the cosmos, let us do so with open minds, but also with the wisdom of caution. The future of humanity could be shaped by these encounters, and it is up to us to navigate this uncharted territory wisely. With every signal we send and every star we study, we edge closer to a potential first contact. Let us learn from our past, prepare for the future, and hope for the best while being ready for the worst. It's a high-stakes game, and the survival of our species could depend on how we play it. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember Hawking's warning. The universe is a vast and mysterious place, and we should be prepared for anything. The cosmos is full of wonders and dangers alike. As we venture into the unknown, let us do so with both curiosity and caution, ready to embrace the future, whatever it may hold. Time, that relentless river flowing from past to future, has captivated physicists and philosophers for centuries. We experience it as a linear progression, a steady march forward. But is that its true nature? Could we, like intrepid explorers charting unknown waters, navigate the currents of time, venturing into the past or leaping forward into the future? Stephen Hawking, a mind that dared to bend the very fabric of space-time, pondered these questions. He explored the theoretical possibilities of time travel, acknowledging its complexities and paradoxes. Einstein's theory of special relativity suggests that time is not absolute, but rather relative to the observer's motion. The faster you travel, the slower time passes for you relative to someone who is stationary. This phenomenon, known as time dilation, has been experimentally verified and forms the basis for one potential avenue of time travel into the future. If you were to board a spacecraft capable of traveling at near light speeds, you could effectively fast forward through time. A year for you might be equivalent to decades or even centuries on Earth. Of course, building such a spacecraft presents enormous technological challenges. The energy requirements would be astronomical, and the effects of acceleration on the human body would be extreme. But from a theoretical standpoint, time travel to the future is not impossible. It's a consequence of the very nature of space-time, as described by Einstein's theories. However, traveling to the past presents a different set of challenges, not just technological, but also paradoxical. What if you were to travel back in time and prevent your own birth? This is the classic grandfather paradox, and it highlights the potential for causality violations, events that contradict the established order of cause and effect. Hawking wrestled with these paradoxes, exploring various solutions, including the possibility of multiple universes or self-healing timelines. Where did it all begin? How did the universe, this vast expanse of space and time, come into existence? These are questions that have captivated humanity since we first gazed up at the starry sky. Stephen Hawking, a mind that wrestled with the universe's deepest mysteries, devoted much of his career to understanding the origin of the cosmos. He explored the Big Bang theory, the prevailing scientific model for the universe's birth, and pushed the boundaries of our understanding with his work on black holes and quantum cosmology. The Big Bang theory posits that the universe began from an incredibly hot, dense state some 13.8 billion years ago. From this singularity, all of space, time, matter, and energy emerged. In the first few moments, the universe expanded rapidly, cooling as it did so. Elementary particles formed, then atoms, then stars and galaxies. The universe evolved from a primordial soup into the complex tapestry of cosmic structures we observe today. But what caused the Big Bang? What existed before the singularity? These are questions that push the limits of our current understanding. Some physicists speculate that the universe might have emerged from a quantum fluctuation, a random ripple in the fabric of space-time. Others propose that our universe might be just one of many, part of a vast multiverse. Hawking explored these ideas, seeking a unified theory that could explain both the origin and the fate of the universe. He believed that a complete understanding of the cosmos would require a synthesis of Einstein's theory of general relativity, which describes gravity on large scales, and quantum mechanics, which governs the behavior of matter at the subatomic level. This quest for a theory of everything remains one of the greatest challenges in modern physics. So picture this. Our universe, vast and ancient as it is, might just be one bubble in a cosmic froth of universes. Imagine, if you will, a grand cosmic ocean with countless bubbles floating around, each representing a different universe. That's the multiverse hypothesis, and Stephen Hawking, ever the cosmic thinker, delved into this mind-bending idea. He was fascinated by the possibility that our universe is just one of many, each with its own unique properties. Now, we're not talking about parallel dimensions with slightly different versions of ourselves, like an evil twin with a goatee. Instead, we're considering the existence of entirely separate realms, each with its own distinct characteristics. This is about entirely separate universes, each with its own laws of physics, constants of nature, perhaps even different dimensions of space and time. These universes could be so different from ours that they might be unrecognizable. Imagine a cosmic bubble bath, where each bubble is a universe, and we're just bobbing around in one of them. Each bubble is self-contained, with its own unique environment and rules. Now, how could such a thing even be possible? How could there be so many different universes, each with its own set of rules? Well, one idea Hawking explored is eternal inflation. This theory suggests that the process of universe creation is ongoing and never-ending. Think of the Big Bang not as a single event, but as an ongoing process, constantly spawning new universes. Each new universe is born from the remnants of the previous one, in a never-ending cycle of creation. It's like a cosmic popcorn machine, popping out universes instead of kernels. Each pop represents the birth of a new universe, with its own unique properties and characteristics. Each universe would then inflate rapidly, creating its own pocket of reality, separate from our own. These pockets of reality are isolated from each other, making it difficult to detect their existence. It's a wild concept, I know, but stay with me. The idea of multiple universes challenges our understanding of reality and our place in the cosmos. The implications of a multiverse are staggering. It would mean that our universe is just one of many, each with its own unique properties and characteristics. It would mean that everything that could happen does happen. Somewhere out there in the cosmic foam, every possibility, every outcome exists in some universe. There could be universes where gravity is weaker, where the force that holds us to the ground is much less powerful, where stars are made of antimatter, a substance that is the opposite of the matter we know, where the very fabric of reality is different. These universes could have different dimensions, different physical laws, and different constants of nature. It challenges our very notion of uniqueness, of our place in the cosmos. Are we truly special, or just one of many? Are we just one of infinitely many versions of ourselves, living out different scenarios in different universes? Each version of us could be living a different life, making different choices. And how could we ever prove or disprove such a theory? That's the real challenge. The idea of a multiverse is difficult to test and even harder to prove. It's like trying to study the inside of a bubble you can't even see. These universes are isolated from each other, making it difficult to detect their existence. But Hawking, being the brilliant physicist he was, explored the possibility that these universes might leave subtle imprints on our own, perhaps in the form of detectable signals, perhaps in the cosmic microwave background radiation, the faint afterglow of the Big Bang that permeates our universe. The afterglow of the Big Bang. This radiation could hold clues about the existence of other universes. It's a long shot, but the search is on. Scientists are constantly looking for evidence that could support the multiverse theory, hoping to unlock the secrets of our cosmic horizon. Stephen Hawking, a man who contemplated the vastness of the cosmos, also turned his gaze inward to the nature of human existence itself. And his view, rooted in his deep understanding of physics, was decidedly materialist. He believed that our consciousness, our very being, is inextricably linked to the physical workings of our brains. No brain, no consciousness. Now, this isn't a new idea, of course. Materialism has been around for centuries. But Hawking, with his scientific authority and clear articulation, brought it to a wider audience. He argued that there's no evidence for a soul, a spirit, or any kind of ethereal essence that survives the death of the body. We are, in essence, biological machines, and when the machine breaks down, that's the end of the story. This perspective, while perhaps unsettling to some, is grounded in our current understanding of neuroscience. We know that damage to specific parts of the brain can profoundly alter personality, memory, and even consciousness itself. This suggests that our mental states are intimately connected to the physical structure and function of our brains. And if our consciousness is a product of our physical brains, then it follows that when the brain ceases to function, so does our consciousness. There's no ghost in the machine, no soul that floats off to some other realm. This is a stark and perhaps even uncomfortable reality, but it's a reality that Hawking faced head-on. So, we've journeyed through some of Stephen Hawking's most mind-blowing predictions, from genetically modified superhumans to the possibility of a multiverse. These ideas, rooted in his deep understanding of physics and cosmology, challenge us to think about the future of humanity, our place in the cosmos, and the very nature of reality itself. They are a testament to his intellectual curiosity, his relentless pursuit of knowledge, and his willingness to grapple with the biggest questions facing humankind. These predictions aren't just idle speculations. They are based on scientific principles, on our current understanding of the universe. And while some of them may seem far-fetched, they force us to confront the potential consequences of our actions, the possibilities that lie ahead, and the choices we must make as a species. They encourage us to think critically, to question our assumptions, and to embrace the unknown. The impact of these ideas is potentially enormous. They could shape the future of scientific research, influence policy decisions, and inspire generations of scientists and thinkers. They remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves, a vast and awe-inspiring universe that is still largely a mystery. If these ideas amazed you, let me know which one you find the most incredible in the comments below. Click like, share this video with your fellow cosmic explorers, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There's much more to explore, much more to discover, in the vast and mysterious universe we call home. Let's walk through the threads together.